he's playing in the NBA against me, and I played against his dad.
The fans were anxious to see him play, and Kobe lost no time in showing the fans he could play. In the rookie All-Star game, he led all scoring with 31 points. Then he ran away with the slam dunk contest. But despite these heroics, Laker coach Del Harris wanted to break Kobe in slowly.
He viewed me as being a young kid, which I was. And he wanted the other players to respect me. He wanted me to work for my opportunity. And I worked so hard, and I already was working harder than everybody else. But he felt like he had to be 10 times harder on me than he was on Eddie Jones or Nick Van Exel or whatever. And that wasn't fair.
When you draft a high school kid, everyone wants him to play, but we had a very good team then. We had a particularly deep backcourt. There just wasn't a lot of minutes for Kobe to play. I thought Dell did a nice job with him, but Dell was in an awkward position because people wanted him to play.
Bryant, base 17-foot jumper, nice shot. That was some play by Kobe.
Kobe had spent the better part of his life as an outsider, first as an American in Italy, then as an Italian in an American city. Now his age set him apart from his teammates.
When Kobe came in, he was 17 years old. So here you have somebody that's making the jump from high school to the NBA. Not only that, but he's surrounded by grown men from 21 up to, almost 40 years old. After a game, if a guy wants to get together and go out, have a drink or something like that, Kobe can't participate.
I don't want to go in the bar for. I don't drink. I'm underage anyway. I don't go down there for. Guys go to strip clubs. What do I go to strip club for? For what? I'm here to play basketball, man. I ain't here to do that type of stuff.
But there was more than just an age gap separating Kobe from his teammates. The Lakers had a problem with his tendency to shoot the ball almost every time he touched it.
There were times when I just would shake my head. This kid needs to calm his game down. He needs to learn how to use everybody else. And once he does that, the sky's the limit.
By the time the 1997 playoffs arrived, Laker coach Del Harris was frustrated with his 18-year-old star. Yet in overtime against the Jazz, with the season on the line, he let Kobe have the ball.
Kobe to the right corner, jump on over Hornby. That's way short.
As players, I think we all questioned, not because it was Kobe, but because it was a young rookie. Even though he had all the ability in the world, you're playing on the team with Shaquille O'Neal, you're playing on the team with Eddie Jones, you're playing on the team with Nick Van Exel.
Bryant for the time.
Kobe threw up 3 air balls down the stretch. Utah won by 4.
Another air ball.
That was a tough position, I think, for Dell to put Kobe in.
By the next season, some in the media were calling Kobe the next Michael Jordan.
Kobe Bryant is not Michael Jordan. He will never be Michael Jordan. He does some things that look like Michael. He's a completely different player than Michael Jordan.
But Kobe had no interest in being the next Jordan. He wanted to make the fans forget number 23. His first opportunity came at the 1998 All-Star game.
Bryant. Kobe. Jordan stuffs it. Here comes Bryant out of the field. Reverse checks in. Jordan baseline. You're not shying away at all from Michael. You're going after him, aren't you, Kobe?
I'm just having fun. I'm having a good time, man. Michael's a great player, one of the best players of all time. And, what better way to learn the game than going at him?
Kobe went at him, but that night, Michael was the best. 4 months later, the Lakers were hot going into the 1998 playoffs.
And now the steal by Kobe. Foot race with Garrett Strong and Bryant.
But then the Jazz beat them in 4 straight.
96-92, and the sweep is complete.
Many said the Lakers' failures stemmed from disharmony between stars Kobe Bryant and Shaquille O'Neal. More blamed Kobe than Shaq.
Everybody knows Shaq's the man. But why it couldn't be 2 great players playing together, I don't understand. There's no need for that. There's no need for guys bickering. You know what I mean? I even told Kobe that. You know what I mean? There's no need for that. You guys need to go out and play and win.
As the new season approached, one thing was clear. If the Lakers were ever going to rise to their potential, something or someone was going to have to give or go. At the tender age of 20, Kobe Bryant was living the modern American dream. He had a $71 million contract with the NBA's marquee team in the nation's most glamorous city. He was wildly popular with the fans, especially the young ones. Kobe's talent and star quality were obvious, but to his coaching staff and teammates, he was a headstrong loner whose showboating style hurt the team and cost them key victories.
That's the part that, probably a lot of us question and a lot of people on the outside of our organization question is, what exactly are your motives in thinking that way? Is it just because you feel like you're that good, or are there for some other personal reasons that do not involve what's best for this basketball team?
Kobe changed alone in a cubicle off the locker room and rarely spoke to his teammates off the court. He described the worm, Dennis Rodman, as the perfect teammate because the two had never spoken off the court.
There's no question that he's not really interested in the quote-unquote personal part or the co-worker part of being in the NBA. I think Kobe growing up in a different era and growing up, overseas in Italy, he has chosen to be a loner because if he looked around, there's not another Kobe Bryant.
The fact that we don't go out and hang out in clubs or go out to movies together, I think it's simply because he enjoys his privacy, and his privacy vanishes as soon as he steps out of his room.
In the spring of 2000, Kobe met Vanessa Lane on a music video soundstage.
I met her, and like, hey, what's your name? Like, Vanessa. That was it. She had like a little sparkle in her eye and everything, and that was it for me.
The relationship left him with even less time for his teammates.
Magic had a comment that I had to hang out with the team, and go to clubs and go to bars and that in order to build team camaraderie for us to win. And I respect Magic so much, but to me that was just an off-the-wall statement. You know what I mean? Because, how is that going to make us win a championship? For me to go out to a club and hang with the guys and do this, that, and the other. There are other ways we can go about doing this.
Kobe kept his distance from the other Lakers, and although neither man would admit it, he was stuck in an ugly rivalry with the other star of the team, Shaquille O'Neal.
They're like, worrying about whose team it is, who has the most commercials and all of these other things.
They have their egos, and they both want to be the top dog. They also want to be the main focus of the offense. They also want to be the main focus of all the media attention that's out there.
Many on the team blame their misfortunes on Kobe's refusal to meet Shaq halfway. Meanwhile, Shaq was calling Kobe the boy wonder in interviews. He didn't mean it as a compliment. Then, in 1999, tensions rose to the surface when Kobe and Shaq scuffled during a practice game.
The relationship between, both Kobe and Shaquille is one that would definitely remind you of two brothers. One being the older brother and one being the younger brother. And the big brother's always been able to tell the younger brother what to do. And years go by, and all of a sudden the younger brother's a little bigger, a little older, a little stronger.
For 3 seasons, the Laker management did everything they could to bring out the best in Kobe Bryant. They traded Eddie Jones and Nick Van Exel, giving Kobe more time on the floor. They replaced Del Harris with Kurt Rambis and gave Kobe the league maximum $71 million contract. Then,